And in the Arizona state legislature, pandemonium. Democrats tried to repeal the revived abortion ban Wednesday, but Republicans in both chambers put the discussion on ice, gaveling out for the week and leaving Democrats furious.
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you!
So the people of Arizona are going to be silenced. I'm not going to be recognized when I press my button so I can make a point of order and make a motion. Is that what we're saying here? So the message to Arizona is that we are so pro-life in this chamber that we're going to kill you.
Joining me now is one lawmaker at the very center of this debate, Arizona State Senate Minority Leader Mitzi Epstein. It's great to have you on the show, Senator. Obviously, there's a bit of a divide here, mostly in the Republican Party of Arizona. We see Republican Matt Gress tried to initiate a vote, and then he was shot down and they adjourned, which led to this moment that we just played when the Democrats were shouting, "Shame on you." So tell us, what were you thinking as all of this was going down?
I was thinking about the health of the people of Arizona, and that's why we came prepared with the materials we needed to pass a law to repeal the horrible total ban on abortion that Arizona now has as the law of the land. We came to work. As you saw, our Republican colleagues packed up their bags and left.
Some Republicans have said they just needed more time to consider how this law impacts the people of Arizona. Here's one member explaining her stance. Take a listen.
The Supreme Court returned the authority to regulate abortion to the states, where it rightfully belongs. The Arizona Supreme Court's 47-page ruling was released just yesterday, and 24 hours later, chants from the floor of shame, shame, at us simply because we do not want to repeal the pre-Roe law without first having a conversation about it.
So what's your response to that, Senator?
I think she got it right by stopping after they do not want to repeal the pre-Roe law. End of sentence. Because they certainly know what it was that we were asking. We were moving to repeal the 1864 ban. It's a very simple step. It's not as though they weren't aware of the issue. They know what's going on, and they do not want to repeal it. End of sentence. How much more time do they need to consider it? We've had a bill to repeal that ban in the legislature for decades. Certainly in the last two sessions, it was top of mind. We were requesting it to be heard, and they have chosen not to hear it. So the idea that they need more time suddenly, I kind of wonder, do they need more time because suddenly they realized, oh, they might lose an election, or 2 or 3 or 7.
And we've seen flip-flopping on this. We've seen Carrie Lake, who originally said she supported it, now come out and say that it should be reversed. What does that say about the divide in the Republican Party over this issue?
Without a doubt, there is a divide. We've heard from our Freedom Caucus members who are the more extreme in the Republican Party on social media. They have expressed that they will absolutely hold out, that they want a total ban on abortion. And of course, that is just a heartless take in my mind. That ignores the health needs of women. In addition to the fact that it ignores the bodily autonomy that women have the right to. So this is a very dangerous situation Arizona is in right now. If with the total ban, even if a woman presents at the emergency room as she is miscarrying, I have heard from my constituents, more than 2 people. In fact, it is a recurring story. They presented in the emergency room because they were miscarrying, and they were told, go home and bleed some more. And when you're almost dying, then we can save your life. That's what this law is doing to the people of Arizona.
Okay, with less than a minute left, what comes next?
We need a Democratic majority. That's what comes next. Not only does this issue show that Democrats understand the needs of the people of Arizona, but it also shows that when we're in the majority, we will listen to the minority. We will hear their bills, and we will courteously recognize that they represent the people of Arizona too, and we will not shut them out. We will not shut them down as our Republican colleagues did. And that's why I'll be filing an ethics complaint against my Republican colleagues for their actions on the floor when they refuse to recognize Senator Hernandez and me to make our votes to repeal this 1864 ban.
All right, Arizona State Senate Minority Leader Mitzi Epstein, thank you so much for your time. We sure appreciate it.
Thank you.